I want to see the Alliance map. What awaits in Jorvikshire?
Halfdan Ragnarsson, Conqueror of the North, sends his greeting. He wishes to meet with Eivor Wolfkist personally.
Halfdan Jarl. I've heard that man's name so often, I feel as though I know him already.
He is currently entangled in a war with the Picts of the Northern Hills. I suspect he wants your counsel, or your axe. If you are keen to meet him, he asks that you join him at his war camp. I have the location here.
I will go at once.
With caution, Eivor. Jorvikshire is currently at war with the Picts, a proud clan that lives just beyond the Roman wall.
Help the wounded, and get every man's name. To leave none behind.
Well met, Eivor Ravenfriend. Now there's a face I've seen before.
Faravid, we met in Jorvik, the Yuletide feast.
The Yuletide massacre. I remember. What brings you here?
Halfdan Jarl. He summoned me. Is he near?
He was, but the Picts hit us hard. We were separated.
Fresh attack from the hills.
Circle round! Watch your backs!
Picts. They won't be happy to see the likes of me.
Shield! Hissing tower!
You, sir!
Odin, take you all!
Picts are just ahead. Lead the way and we'll be sure.
Are you wounded?
If we die today, tonight we drink with Odin. Either way we claim victory!
For Thor! For Ragnar! For Halfdan!
You owe me your life, old friend. Once again.
Halfdan Ragnarsson. We met in the Forge of Battle. Surely a good sign.
I don't know you. One of Faroid's new dogs?
I am Eivor of the Raven clan.
Eivor, yes. Down in Mercia. Kingmaker with my brothers Ivar and Ubba and Finnr in East Anglia. From the tales I hear, I feared you might be taller.
That's not a fear you feel often, I imagine.
So you answered my summons. But the timing is poor, as you can see. Too many here are spent, battle-sore, thirsty. Faroid, have your men build field pyres for the dead.
At once, my Jarl.
Not here, not now. Then to Doncaster for a victory feast!
The oldest son of Ragnar Lothbrok, so he says. What do you make of him?
What I think doesn't matter. I'm interested in what his men think of him. Is he honest, trustworthy, loyal?
Is that why you've come here? To earn Halfdan's trust? To find a seat at his table?
I have my own table. What I want is a bond of friendship between the new lords of England.
Among whom you count yourself, I suppose?
It is an ally I seek, not a master.
Well, there is but one lord of Northumbria.
You heard the Jarl. Take the gear and start digging.
The Roman giants outdid themselves with this fortress.
The way is blocked!
Please, Lady Moira. My wife grows ill.
We crush them in spring. No sooner. That is the plan.
Yet my people...
This war must end. That is my first concern. The time to strike
Is when I say we strike. Halfdan's hammer protects this land. Tell my people that, King Rishia.
As you wish, my lord.
Who is this? Come closer.
Halfdan Ragnarsson. My sword arm answers your call.
Thank you for your tribute, Eivor Wolf-Kissed. Your battles and deeds are well known to me. And you are the hero of Jorvik. So sing my skalds.
Not just any hero. Eivor brought order to the city when King Rishie could not.
They say you rooted out a gang of thieves and traitors.
Not alone, but I led the charge.
The silver Eivor recovered there now pays for our war with the Picts.
It is wasted fighting Picts. It should be put to better use.
I try never to regret the decisions I make in a time of war.
Agreed. To second-guess ourselves would only stall the victory. I don't regret sending Faravid to lead our strike against the Picts, in spite of Eivor winning the day.
Eivor and I felled them, Halfdan Jarl, so you could sweep in, stab a few cold corpses, and claim a glorious victory.
Old friend, your jests hit like Odin's spear, always on the mark.
I would not be here without your hammer, Great Jarl. Please accept this, your share of the loot we won today.
A thing of beauty. Frankish, I believe. What do you think, Eivor?
Wine goblets are for Roman kneelers. Give me a horn of mead, any day.
There's wisdom in this one, Faravid.
By your leave, Lord, I must return to my forward camp. It's a long, cold ride.
Two-faced, smirking glory hound.
My lord, in your summons you said...
Not here. Not now. Dance, sing, and fill yourself with ale. Then meet me atop this tower of stone. There I will weave a tale of friendship and treachery. A tale as old as the world.
Are you a nun? I thought nuns dressed like geese.
Nothing of the sort. I am Moira of Wika, Halfdan's herbalist. He is an ill man, and I do what I can to give succor and hope.
I saw him fight. He was in fine health then.
Thanks in part to my soothing tonics. Would you pardon me?
Ah, Eivor. Come, let me show you a wonder. All this. We conquered this, he and I. Together!
You've earned great fame. Won many battles across England.
But not alone. No, no. Bjorn Ironside, fearless Uber, Ivar the Boneless, Sigurd Snake and I. Great warriors all. My brothers.
Gold is good, and battle better. But glory never dies. Forever it lives in the Hall of Heroes, high on Valor's steed.
Together we have conquered. Together with my friends, my clan. Faravid above all others. One sword is not an army, Eivor. Even a hero needs loyal friends. I have never lost sight of that. Never.
Have you room for one more among those you call friend?
What does friendship mean to you, Eivor?
Friendship goes beyond words. It is a solemn bond, a chain unbroken.
Spoken like the Volar, it is indeed a kind of magic.
You wrinkle like an eel in a basket, Halfdan. What has caught you?
Friendship can also spoil, like rotten meat. After all these years, he dares to bite my hand.
Faravid. He seems a good and loyal man.
Seems, yes. As a bright sky in winter seems warm. But rumors fly of little men plotting treason in the dark.
Have you proof of his treachery?
Not yet. That is where you enter my saga. Prove this for me. Discover if Faravid has been disloyal. Then we shall talk of oaths.
Start me somewhere. Give me something to go on.
You see this? From a sea unicorn. I filter my mead and wine with it.
I've heard of such beasts. They swim below the ice, beyond the world's edge.
And their horns protect against poison.
You believe Faravid wants to poison you?
I fear he has tried. Countless times. And failed them all. You don't believe me, but I know the man. His gifts of wine, his easy smile, his envy, his plots. Learn the truth. Dig up... unearth his treason.
Why trust me with such a task?
Jorvik, you stopped the ill deeds of Audun and his swarm of rats. You can do the same here.
Like a good sword, honor has two edges. I'll help you.
Faravid has left the feast already, heading for his camp upriver. Join his warband, and behind his back, dig.
And if I find nothing? If he's a good and loyal man?
Even better. Even better.
Fair enough. I'll find what I find, then return, my friend.
Don't let Faravid fool you. He is hiding something.
Cold and dirty must be the place.
Throw yourself in Gunungagap, you bastard! I am not a dog!
Yet here you are, barking again.
Faravid!
Ah, Eivor, my friend. Is Doncaster hospitality to your liking?
I would be careful calling this one friend, Faravid. The crow who comes flapping when Halfdan gives a whistle.
Halfdan and I spoke, and what of it?
This is our fight, our chance for glory. Fly on home, crow.
Lend me a knife, Faravid. This whelp needs gelding.
Ofer, piss off. Small men always talk big. So, was Halfdan generous? Did you get what you came for?
If I help with your fight against the Picts, Halfdan will consider me a friend. So point the way, Faravid.
The Picts raided that monastery, plundered its silver and gold.
The Saxons build more churches than barns, and fill them with herds of monks.
Yes, monasteries make tempting targets. And not just for us. We tracked Pictish raiders heading north.
Gold is fine, but victory is our treasure. What's your plan?
To open their bellies with my knife.
I'm ready to fight. Let's put them in the ground.
Halfdan didn't send you north to fight a skirmish we could win with half our numbers. Why are you here, Eivor?
You question my word.
You never gave it.
Then I give you my word, Faravid. I am here to fight Picts.
To arms, dogs! Let's roast some Picts! Watch for ambushes!
Should have stayed in Doncaster. More mead, fewer Picts.
There's no glory in guard duty. Move out!
The Picts are just ahead. Lead the way and we'll watch your back.
Damn it all! Keep it down now, you tit! Coward! Ich bin so
These Picts are a sneaky lot. Masters of guile and ambush. Have a care. Thank Thor we made it. That was good war work, all.
This cave is a passage. The Picts are using it to cross the mountain.
A gift for us. You track them through the cave. We'll circle around back and snare any who try to slip away.
Good and godly places. Should be home filling my belly. Not mucking about on the wrong side of the wall.
Boil your head. We'll gang forth with our friends soon and then...
Picts march this winter with help from an unknown quarter. The Picts spoke of Stenway, their camp.
That's to the north. Their chief may be there.
Danes, run!
Stop them before they reach Stenway!
They spotted us! Run forward! Faster! Faster! Ulfra! Ulfra! Glory for Ulfra!
I will rend you!
Scars here are legit.
They got away. The Picts don't raid often during winter.
The Picts will be on guard. Have a care.
The Hornets have led us to their nest. More than a chief up there.
Looks like the forward camp of an army. But would the Picts dare attack in winter?
Halfdan thinks not. And the Picts may use that to their advantage.
Let's find out. Why would the Picts make war in winter? They must have a reason, something to gain. Master Chief.
Have you come to join your fallen? Ha!
You're on the wrong side of the Giant's Wall, friend. Have you come to make war in winter? Fool! He might have talked!
We got what we came for.
Is that more Frankish wine? I'll take a few casks. And that silver there.
Ulfr, that's Halfdan's share. Eivor, just in time to divide the spoils. Take some meat if you like.
The Picts are at Magnus. This map spells it out.
Ah, the wolf-kissed is a reader. That stark satyr I'll never mess with.
Worry about the Picts later. Now's the time for treasure and spoils. You earned it.
It should be ours. We did the work. All of it. And nothing for Halfdan, warming his cock in a Saxon castle.
Open that cask and we'll have a taste. We'll celebrate together.
Sorry, friend, but that's Halfdan's take. You understand.
You won't notice one missing cask. So unless there's something wrong with it, let's have a taste.
There's nothing wrong with it, friend. If you insist, we'll all drink some stinking wine. A little sour, but not bad. I've always preferred ale myself, or spiced mead. What I won't drink is one of Moira's herbal brews. She claims they're a tonic, but there's no telling what she hides in those drinks.
Moira? I met her at the feast.
She's a herbalist from the north, always skulking in the shadows of Halfdan's throne.
It's a big throne. Don't you all skulk around it from time to time?
Why all these doubts, Eivor? You're a warrior, not a rumor monger.
Doubt is too strong a word. But there is a feeling of mistrust among you. I want this alliance to be ironclad.
Then let me change your mind. I've got a plan to win this war for good, before the winter sets in. Magnus is a strong fort, but we'll be attacking from the south. With speed, we'll catch them off guard.
With Halfdan's blessing, I'd fight beside you anywhere. Name the time and place.
No, Halfdan is done fighting for the winter. He thinks it too great a risk, but I say we can win this war before the next snow. If we tell him of this plan, he'll refuse, but if we succeed, you and I together, he'll sing our praises all the louder.
I'll fight with you, Faravid, but I will not lie to Halfdan if he asks.
If you tell him, he'll demand we forswear our attack. Are you willing to risk a victory like that? Our glory?
If I tell him, he'll know what we intend. But we'll fight nonetheless, in spite of his anger.
Fair is fair.
I must return to Doncaster for a time, but I will join you for this battle.
Deliver this goblet to my Jarl. He has a fondness for them. And tell him his share of the spoils is coming. When you're ready, find me near Jorvik at a place called the Waltz.
Halfdan's share shrinks after each victory. Like his cock, eh?
drink the rest?
Yes, yes. Thank you, Moira. That is all for now. Her soothing herbs lift the fog from my mind for a time.
How long has she been mixing these for you?
You're stalling, Eivor. Tell me what you've learned. What news from the north?
The Picts were beaten back. We took their lives and their treasures. Faravid asked me to deliver this.
Is he taunting me? Faravid poisons the wine he gifts me. These goblets are a cruel joke. He is mocking me.
We did capture some barrels of Frankish Black. He said they were for you, but I made him open a cask. We drank together. There was no poison.
Speak without guise, Eivor. Does he plot against me or no? Does he keep secrets? Give me something I can use.
Now you must choose between treason and madness. Between the serpent's fang and the bite of a rabid wolf. Faravid asked for my silence, but Halfdan expects the truth. If I'm not careful, these lies will pile up, one upon the next.
You have grown awfully silent, Wolf-Kissed.
Faravid has planned an attack on the Picts at Markness. Without you.
That twin-faced, backstabbing glory eater! When? Tell me.
I won't know until we meet again, at a place called the Wolds.
Good. Go to him. Watch, listen. Unearth his lies. You will find them.
If you fear poison, Lord, you must consider everything. Even Moira's brew.
Impossible. Moira has been with me for an age. She is no witch. She is kind and... Perhaps you could speak with her and find out for yourself. She stays within Doncaster, not far from here. If you learn something, find me north of Doncaster. One of my scouts there has troubling news. Heal, Bjornton! Going for a walk down to the temple.
I should see Moira about this brew she's been feeding Halfdan. Moira's not here. This letter came from Wika. She must have gone there. I should go to Wika. Find Moira.
Come on out of there, you heathen lover!
Away from my house, you ruffians!
You can't hide forever!
What is this ruckus?
Stand back, Dane. There's a witch within that house. We've come to burn it down.
She's no witch. She's Halfdan's healer.
That proves it. Dark magic, that is.
Clear out, all of you, before I beat you senseless.
You're not one of them. You must help me slip free.
Moira, we must go, before they burn your cutters to cinders.
I can't go out there. They'll steal me away and burn me at the stake.
All right. I see two ways out of this, but neither is without risk.
Do what you must, only hurry. I leave myself in your hands.
I'm as good with words as I am with weapons. It will take some convincing, but I can talk my way out of this.
Lead on then. I shall follow.
Go home, all of you. This woman is in my care now.
Who died and made you sovereign of Northumbria now?
You'll talk to my fists!
Up your ass, Odin fucker! It'll be fun. You can't take us all on.
Leave this woman alone. Even look her way again, and it will be the last thing you see. Moira, it's safe to go. We'll be safe here.
Thank you, Eivor. 1,000 times I thank you.
And if I asked you to drink your own brew?
I would, gladly. And often do from time to time, to ensure it's not overly bitter before serving to Halfdan.
When you said there's no cure for what ails Halfdan, you mean he's touched in the head?
I fear so. The same malady bedeviled my mother. The body breaks down and the mind falls apart over time. It's a terrible thing.
I need your help, Moira. The brews you mix for Halfdan, what goes into them?
Oh, quite a diverse mixture. Let me see. Lavender, rosemary, meadowsweet, yarrow, soothing herbs, nothing uncommon.
I should return to Halfdan. He said he would be at the Temple of Flora.
Tread lightly this topic with him, if you would tread it at all.
Who is out there?
Halfdan, good to find you here.
The Raven Feeder returns. Now keep quiet. I'm hunting a band of traitors lurking about this swamp.
Who told you there were traitors here?
My scout. He asked me to join him here, but he is nowhere to be found. Have a look around. Tell me if you see something. Eivor! Search the perches and lookouts here. You could be spying from above. Olaf! Speak to us! Where are you?
He's clinging to life. I should carry him down.
Help! Olaf!
I found your scout, but his wounds are grave.
Olaf. Poor Olaf. He will be buried with honors. I will see to that. Walk the bridge, old friend. I will see you on the other side. Beanton may track his attackers. Get them, boy! Good boy. Follow their trail.
Looks abandoned. Are you sure someone is...
The trail ends, but nobody's here.
Here, a hidden entrance. He might be lurking below. These pipes burst and flooded the tunnel.
Even this old Roman work cannot withstand the icy kiss of his goddess.
Look there. The pipes cut through that wall. Could there be more rooms beyond? Smells like a trap. Hey, come here a moment! The Romans were fine craftsmen. These chambers are vast and decorated, and laced with piping.
Yet they went mad and vanished, just like their gods. Moira's books tell us so. Ah, here, you see? Spoils of war. Mine! Stolen from me! I am beset on all sides, Eivor. By plotters and schemers.
What kings and jarls are not. Your territory is vast and wealthy.
Everyday decisions I make change the lives of thousands. It is a burden few could bear. Yet I do. I do. You spoke with Moira. What did you learn?
She means well. I don't believe she would poison you, not willingly. She also said she has seen your illness before, in her own family. Said it came on slow, but was incurable.
No. No, this is not an illness. This is poison. Somehow someone is poisoning me.
Shh. Listen.
These will be the thieves who stole my tribute.
Wolf-kissed and half-done. Well met. Come, fill your bellies with mead.
You stole this tribute. By rights, this is mine. It was meant for me.
We stole nothing. Faravid gifted this to us for a hard day's battle.
And did you take my scout Olav in that battle? Your brother in arms? Did he too have to die for this tribute?
That was Olafur? Damned fool! We thought he was a thief!
The only thieves here are the ones drinking my mead and spit-shining my silver! You! Cowards and traitors!
We are owed this bounty, Jarl. For battles won and blood let. Eivor, you tell him!
They only took their rightful share.
You are traitorous worms. But Eivor seems to think you deserve pity, so I will give it this once. Return my spoils to Doncaster, and I will wipe this day from my memory.
I can't do that. It is our share. We fought for it, killed for it, bled for it. If we don't get the glory, we deserve our share.
The barking will stop. They forced my hand.
Take hold of your fear, Halfdan. It can poison your mind.
Faravid killed this man, not me. He forced my hand with sleights and trickery. He... Forgive me, I find it hot in these furs. The day must be warming. You have a meeting with Faravid. Is that not right?
I do, at the waltz.
Yes, I know the place well. It is on the road between Jorvik and Picheringa. Press him, Eivor. As hard as you can. Never let up. and bring me proof of his treachery, or otherwise. Traitors, thieves. No right. They had no right to... It's rightfully mine. Ferret the rat. Words are poison.
Eivor, welcome. Join me in drowning this golden drink. You made it. Come, have a drink.
You're a few horns deep already?
Yet still floating. Tell me, how did my old friend like his goblet gift?
There were other things on his mind. Your man Ulfra, for instance. He died protecting the spoils he stole from Halfdan.
Ulfr. Poor Ulfr. I told him to mind your tongue, but he wags it like a slobbering dog.
Was Halfdan always so easily riled?
No. Riches and glory have shaped him into something new. He's not the same man he used to be.
What is this place? I expected an army, ready for Warcraft.
This was our first camp in Northumbria. I came here with Halfdan and his brothers, Ubba and Ivar. We besieged Jorvik and put King Alla in the cold ground. Those were good days, now too far gone.
What is all this?
My share of the treasure we took from those distant days. I buried it here for a rainy day. This bag is heavy with silver. Enough to pay for an army.
Come! Race me to Jorvik, Eivor. Remind me of the glories long gone.
You're too drunk to win a race.
Then have a drink. Make it fair.
What's keeping you, friend Eivor? Waiting for spring?
Fly, my friend. Fly. Show Faravid our asses. Having trouble keeping up?
My horse must be deeper in the cups than I am.
What are we doing in Jorvik? You haven't said.
Paying a visit to our kept King Rishi. Long may he reign. I haven't enough men to beat the Picts alone, but with Rishi and his Fyrd, we'll finish them off.
You would bring a puppet king into this fight, but not your Jarl?
Keep this to yourself. The streets have ears, the windows have eyes.
I did not agree to this level of deception. You should have told me this before.
Eivor, my friend. If I described my full strategy, we might never leave the campfire.
I prefer the light of a fire to the darkness of your plans. Don't do it again.
Wait. A favor I must ask of you. Make no mention that Halfdan is ignorant of our plans. It's better this way.
Are you mad? Risha answers to Halfdan. You put this man in grave danger if he defies his master's will.
Rishi cannot defy orders he has never heard, no? Trust me. I will take the blame should our plan fall apart.
Eivor the Wolf-Kissed and Halfdan's cupbearer? What a curious surprise.
I hope the day finds you and Jorvik well.
Yes, we scrape by, with what little we still own. But this new war should make us wealthy once again. Until our tribute is taken.
I smell the bile on your breath, King. Do not forget who is in charge here.
Oh, do remind me, Faravid. Yesterday it was Halfdan, but today I hear whispers that you are leading the charge. I am confused.
Yes, you answer to Halfdan. And now, he orders one final strike on the Pict stronghold at Magnus.
To make war with the North on such a scale will require a hefty amount of silver and a large force of men.
My soldiers and silver are pledged already. I expect the same from you.
I've given my aid as well. The battle must be decisive.
I see. And you have these orders from Halfdan in writing, yes? From the great man himself?
Not with us, but you can rest assured Halfdan has need of you. He expects a swift victory.
I'm sorry, Faravid, but duty compels me to refuse. Without strict orders from Halfdan, I will not risk the lives of so many.
You deny me!
I do. To gift you an army puts my wealth and reputation at risk. That's not what Halfdan wants. He needs a strong and loyal king.
You presume to know what Halfdan wants.
Hearsay is not enough. For all I know, this is another of Halfdan's tests.
The greatest snake in Northumbria that Saxon is. We need his army to take Magnus.
And we'll have it, if we falsify orders from Halfdan ourselves.
You would do this? Draw up fake orders and pass them off as real?
That's it. And I know just who to speak with. Hjor of Jorvik. He'll know what we need.
Good. Hjor's favorite alehouse is nearby. Seek him there.
Bloody robbers!
Hjor. Just where I hoped you would be.
Eivor! Gods! You have come at just the right moment.
Right then, what's this?
Go home or get hurt. But you won't bother my friends.
I'll bother who I please, after I brick your face to the brains.
Time has come for you.
Think you can guzzle the crowd? Prove it! Yes!
Eivor, always the fighter.
Thank you, Wolf-Kissed. Those men will wake up soon enough.
With greater sense, I hope. What brings you back to Jorvik?
Secret errands for Halfdan. I need an army of men to face the Picts in the north.
What happened to the silver you took from Aldon? You could hire a band of sellswords with that much.
It won't be enough. We need Rishia's Saxons at our side. Any fewer would be a death sentence.
Has Halfdan planned an attack he cannot afford? That's not like him.
To be clear, Faravid made this plan, not Halfdan.
Does Halfdan know of this plan, or...?
He doesn't, but he's given me leave to act as I must, for reasons I cannot share.
Yes, we've heard the rumors, and all our messages have gone unanswered.
Can you aid me with some trickery? Help me forge a set of orders from Halfdan himself, to force Rishia's cooperation. You will be taking quite a risk. You have my thanks. We can meet outside the Royal Hall, after you have the documents.
Eivor! Join me for a drink.
You both seem to have settled well in the city.
Yes, we do enjoy the comforts we have here. But I still think about Norway. The cold and the warmth. Stay on the road safe, Eivor.
I try to.
Here, take this forgery and pray that King Rishia sees nothing amiss. I trust you know what you're doing.
Straight from Halfdan's hand, as you see.
Yes, yes. Well, if Halfdan's loyal mules have pledged to fight, still, my help will come at a price.
If you're speaking of coin.
I remind you that your soldiers are mine.
Halfdan's, my good man. Halfdan's soldiers, for these are Halfdan's orders. Correct? But I jest. I jest.
All is in order then.
If Halfdan commands, I shall raise my Fyrd, and you shall have your fighting army.
Good. Get them marching at once. This must happen soon.
As soon as they are mustered, Lord Faravid, and no sooner. Eivor, a moment with you?
I'll meet you at Stenway.
Faravid is Halfdan's man. So are the Hemmings of Nottinghamshire, as are we here in Jorvik. But not you.
I don't like talk that dances around thorns.
For whom are you fighting, truly?
I fight for myself and my people.
As any great leader must.
Why ask me of loyalty? What are you seeking?
An innocuous question. Loyalty is a word that slides off the lips like honey. Sweet to the taste, but never lingering. There are things simmering in Northumbria, hidden from even you. Take heed, and have a care.
Faravid should be waiting at Stenway.
Eivor, good to see you.
Where are the Saxons? We need them to take that fortress.
Patience. Richier promised an army.
What about Hjor and Lufmina?
Luvina is ahead with a dozen of Jorik's swords. Come. Our Saxon allies have reached Magnus. We should march.
Faravid's army.
Eivor, over here.
Today you may regain your glory. Think on that.
We did wrong to follow Ulfr, and would make things right by following you this day.
Battle is near.
On the battlefield once more, old friend.
Yes, my Jarl. As in days of old.
Who are you to speak of the old days? The days when my word was bond. The days when the light of my glory lit the world. How dare you speak of those days as if they meant anything to a traitor like you?
Who told you of this?
My new ally is more loyal than my old friend.
Eivor Two-Faced. That is your name.
Gently, friend. I told Halfdan because it was my duty.
Enough bickering, all of you. We are at the edge of war. Preserve your rage for the enemy.
Lufina talks sense. We fight this battle and we end this war. At this moment, nothing else matters.
Look there. The pigs send a message.
Raven Tamer, with me. You will talk them into a surrender with your sword-sharp tongue. Stay back, men!
These Picts came in great numbers. They came to fight.
If this is a trick,
Turn tail and run, back beyond the wall.
The Romans built that wall to keep us out. But they are gone, and we remain. Someday you too will disappear.
Wall or no wall, we have more gods than you.
We may have but one god, Hedon. But we have many more friends.
Who now is the rightful king of Northumbria? The kingdom has spoken!
Glory for Hampton! I will have your head, Rishi!
Extend the ladders!
Careful! They mean to ban us!
Charge! And may the Skalds remember us!
For Thor! For Ragnar! For Halfdan! Ah, the sweet taste of victory! And Rishia defeated. Was he the thorn at my back? The traitor I suspected all this time?
Save your praise, Halfdan. Rishia may yet live.
That coward will be dead in a snowdrift somewhere. It matters not.
This day is not done until we've seen his corpse. Do not relent. Not yet.
Eivor, rise like an eagle or caw like a crow.
Hold the wall!
Rishia! There!
He's fleeing to the north!
You meet the spirits this day, traitor.
Faithful counselor, please help me back to Jorvik. Let my heart expire at home.
I have no favors left to offer you, Rishia. Soon, you will walk beside your god.
But I see no light. I feel no warmth. Only an icy darkness, a cave.
Hell's frozen door welcoming you.
What waits for me there, Eivor? What waits for me?
A traitor's death for a treasonous fool.
He was the hero in tales he told himself. A Saxon who loved his homeland. You cannot begrudge him that.
There is something in that. No more Saxon kings, Eivor. I am through playing the puppeteer. The fate of this Shire rests on my shoulders alone.
You'll take the crown yourself, and the extra burden it brings.
I will. But I will not rule alone. My friends, my allies, will keep me standing upright. Let us talk of our alliance in Jorvik. Leave this king to his winter kingdom.
Appreciate. I struggle to be surprised.
I was caught off guard, but I shouldn't.
The ceremony hastens to start. Let's not keep the crowd waiting.
Eivor! Yes, let us go. To inscribe our names in history. No more pulling strings. This throne and its burdens are mine.
Save some meat for the rest of us, Faroid.
I have to thank you, Eivor, for your counsel, for your blade. All this would not be possible but for you.
I have a new brother, much like Halfdan. Not by blood, but through the battles we fought, hand in hand. Through him, I've learned that battle bonds run deeper than blades can cut. I'll never forget that lesson.
The words of a poet. Now let us drown ourselves in mead, for friendship.
Have you had enough fun? My crowning must come soon.
I'll save some for later. Let's make a king of you.
To Eivor and the Raven clan of Mercia, our newest ally in blood and glory!
To Halfdan, king, I lift my horn and raise my brow to speak this praise. Crown spire, stout oak of Valkyries, spinner of battle wisdom. Long may you live and rule. Skull!
Skull!
Moira, what is this metal? It's soft, like Roman pipes.
Ah, that's lead. A toxic metal.
And was it lead that drove the Romans mad? Can metal do this to a man?
Oh, God in heaven, yes. The Romans knew this well. And my poor mother, she drank from cups like these for so long.
You... All these years you gifted me poison! You gifted me madness!
Old friend, please. Your sickness has clouded your judgment.
This sickness was no accident. I trusted you.
Sheath your weapon, Faroid.
Eivor, make this man see sense. He's old, sick, and his mind is unclear.
Horse shit! You want me dead, you lying shithog? I was a fool to not see it!
Treason must never go unpunished.
After all we did together? After all we won?
If any of my clan committed such a betrayal, I would rip his flesh from his bones.
You are not the warrior you used to be, old friend. The end of our road.
Stand, you treasonous bastard! Stand and fight me!
Old friend, do you remember the days we raced our horses across the length of this land? You were always faster. You always won. Because I let you win, my Jarl. So I will let you win one last time. We will meet once more in the corpse hall.
Afton, it's time I go. I'm leaving for Mercia, going home.
And go with this. A sign of friendship. A bond between our clans, a symbol of the pain and suffering it took to win the peace.
I hope we were right about him.
You look well.
I entered Yorkshire to meet Halfdan Jarl, and I left a friend of Halfdan the King. We have an oath at last.
Good. Very good.
Randvi, take a break. Let us make for Grantebridgeshire and get you out of this musty room.
Do you mean now?
Follow me. We won't take the longship today. This trip is for us. Just you and me. Is that a problem?
Not at all. So long as I get some air and sun, I will be fine. I spend too much of my day in the longhouse.
We will need to cross the river at some point if we want to enter Grantebridgeshire. If you know a better way, I would love to hear it.
Is swimming not an option?
Swimming? I don't know. Are you joking?
A boat or a horse would always do, but I'm not opposed to the more traditional methods. This water smells off.
You get used to it.
I do not wish to. It really is lovely here. I have not been this far east of the settlement. Isn't that awful?
You think safety awful?
To live one's life in so small a pen, and hear stories from you and the scouts without ever venturing further. Gods, do you smell that? The earth and the air. It is good to be out here. Eivor, there. What is that?
This is where the Summer Army retreated when Grantebridge was lost. They seem to have resettled the city in full now.
Right, right. I know this land so well by its map, but to see it in person brings it to stunning life. A Roman marvel. I will not soon forget this sight.
Hey! And here we are. Welcome to Grantebridge. We should make our way to the Longhouse.
Ah, it's bigger than I imagined. Rustic, woody, beautiful. And everything seems quite new.
Under Soma's guidance, the Summer Army built this town up from a small village. They wanted a hub for trade near London, and a launching point for incursions into Wessex.
Well, it is impressive. Some interesting architectural ideas here too.
Well, it's been quite a while since I've seen your face around here.
I know you, I think. One of Soma's loyal men. Magni, is it?
Yeah, good memory.
Good to see you again. This is Randvi, a dear friend and a sturdy fighter.
Well met, Randy. Eivor seems to have a preference for befriending lovely women.
You know, I noticed the same thing.
I expected more people about Magni. Has something happened?
Soma rounded up some warriors and took them west. She's hoping to open a new trade route with oxen of Oda. Only now, in times of trouble, I have discovered I am not the surrogate leader I should hope to be.
What sort of trouble?
Oh, a pack of surly bandits have encamped nearby. To the east of the water's edge. They attack all merchants who travel here by river or road, and word is spreading quickly. It's keeping traders at bay.
That could cripple your town if it carries on too long.
It's crippled me already. The bastard stole my horse yesterday morning.
So what will
We can take care of them, Magni. And if we don't find your horse, we will steal you a new one.
Well, that would ease my mind. I have nothing to offer you for this deed, but the bandits surely would. Take from them what you like.
Good. Consider the matter handled. Eivor, come. We have a camp to raid. The bandits are camped on the river, he said. East of the water's edge.
You volunteered us for a fight, Randvi. Is that your idea of a pleasant ride through the country?
It must be. I surprised even myself.
Away from the table for a day and already you are lusting for blood.
A feeling you must know well, no? I have always wanted to experience the world as you do, and now I will. Unless you have a more interesting day planned for us?
We will help Magnian clear these bandits. But do not be rash when we find them. The Raven clan needs your steady hand.
Yes, indeed, my lord. I shall follow your order to the letter.
If I did not know any better, I would say you're teasing me.
Oh, certainly not, Eivor wolf-kissed iron-fisted Drenger. I would never tease one with such commanding authority. There, the bandit camp.
All right, stay close, and do as I do.
Brood and look sternly at the horizon?
By all means.
Nicely done. Done. Now to deliver Magni his horse. That was a thrill, Eivor. We are champions of Grantbridge. Do you know of any other towns that need liberating?
You don't think we have had enough drama for one day? We should return to the settlement.
Or we could have a drink, to celebrate our victory.
At home. Tekla has all the mead and ale we could want.
Eivor, our outing has hardly begun. Find us an alehouse and let us make ourselves at home.
Let's return the horse. And if your thirst remains, we'll look around. Magni, we solved your bandit problem.
Did you? Well done! And did you find my sweet mare?
Your horse is outside, waiting for you.
Thank the gods she is safe. And thank you, Eivor. And your friend Randvi, wherever she is.
She is here somewhere.
Eivor! Over here! Look at this!
Oh, someone is thirsty.
Are you... What are you playing at?
A drinking contest. You versus me. Wolf-Kissed versus Table Maiden.
Randvi, we can do better than Table Maiden.
Mead Queen, then.
All right, let us drink.
Beautiful.
We're going to start.
Let him win. Randy, focus! But you have my fealty, Randy.
Guess you're good for something after all. Oh, any more and I'll drown.
Ha! I am the Mead Queen, slayer of wolves and barrels. I told you I would drink you under the table.
So, are you satisfied? My head is ringing like a bell.
More than satisfied. Now come, we'll ride this off and take in the air as we head home. After just one more stop.
Randvi.
It's a sunken tower near a waterfall, close to home. We can stop for a look, and then you are free of me. It's near the highest point of a hill, just south of the settlement. Easy to spot, I'm sure.
All right, one last stop then.
I know it might not show, Eivor, but I am terribly excited.
Oh, it shows.
Leaving already? Well, I do hope to see you again. Randy, return any time.
I might have to, Magni. Thank you for everything.
No, thank you. Safe travels.
I think you may have punctured poor Magni's heart back there.
What can I say? Not the first, and it will not be the last.
I name you Randvi, slayer of bandits and breaker of hearts.
I will sound it with pride. Sunniva described this tower for me. A desolate yet peaceful place. I am eager to see it.
After a full day of action, finally you wish to calm down.
I've had my fill of adventure. Time for a little rest. Something. You and Soma. Was there something more to your bond? You spoke of her with a particular shine in your eyes.
We grew very close, very quickly. Is that what you mean?
No, I mean... Did something happen between you two?
What sort of question is that?
An innocent one. Innocent as a newborn babe.
Nothing happened between us. That is my answer.
I find that disappointing. If I were you, I might have tested the waters. Eivor, entangled by a hardy Jarlskona as she leads her army to victory and prosperity. A rather appealing match.
I'm going to pretend your last words were taken by the wind.
Look there! That must be the tower. Take the bridge. Just as beautiful as Sunniva's stories tell. Can you imagine how it looked when it was first built, hundreds of winters ago? Sometimes when looking at a map, I imagine little people in their little armies, traversing the land. And now, staring at these ruins, I imagine people of old, how they lived, never knowing what would become of their monuments.
You have a fertile imagination.
I want a view from the top. Shall we?
Lead on.
Keep up!
Mind where you put your fingers. These stones are old and weathered. You climb well for one who folds maps.
You jest, but I have raised the frames of longhouses and hammered the ribs of longships. My hands are calloused from hard work. Well, well. Look at this. A stunning view. It reminds me of my early years in Norway. How I used to climb the hills beyond the wood.
You have an adventurous heart. I hardly see it behind the table, but now I've watched you scale a tower in furs, soaking wet.
I was rowdy in my youth. Hunting, sailing. I was a wildling of the open air before I became this staunch and stoic woman. Married off in service of peace between two clans. A noble and worthy role, but not one I had ever imagined for myself.
You would have made a fine wandering warrior. A Jomsvikinger, free to come and go as she pleased.
I think so too. It may be we would have sailed together, over the open seas, raiding or traveling.
Or faced each other on the field of battle. Without your marriage to Sigurd to secure peace, our clans might still be at war.
True. Very true. Thank you for today. Every bit of it has been a dream, and I'm not keen to wake.
Then don't. We can stay here as long as you like.
Yes.
What was that?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have. I got away from myself.
No need to apologize.
Sigurd is your brother, and I have put you in a very difficult position. The heart does not do politics like the head.
It may be the meat, it may be the air, but there's no need to apologize.
I am sober enough. But the truth of it is, I have felt this way for some time now. I care for you, Eivor.
That is comforting to hear. I have long felt the same way, but I banished the thought that this would ever happen.
Many times I wished to tell you. Wished to say what was in my heart and what I desired, but duty kept me from it.
Say all you like.
Today has meant so much. We rode, we fought, we drank, we laughed. You showed me your world. Not in words, but deeds.
Deeds are more direct than words. Andre? Must have returned to the settlement. Randvi, you left so suddenly.
There is work to be done. There always is.
I see.
But do not think for a moment that I have forgotten you and our wonderful day.
Nor would I wish you to.
Good. Then we see eye to eye.
And heart to heart.
Yes, indeed. Until our next moment alone, we should return to our great work. England will not pacify itself on our behalf.
No, indeed.
Back to work, then.
I wonder how Halfdan fares, now that he sits on the throne. Moira, is something wrong?
Weep for Northumbria.
Is it Halfdan? Has he gotten worse?
His heart is broken. He's a mere shadow of himself. With Faravid lost and his brothers away, he wallows in paranoia and sadness.
I could speak with him. Where is he now?
Wandering the fields of Pittaringa with his beloved Beonton.
I'll find him. Thank you, Moira.
Pittaringa is in the east. Just follow the road to Scarborough.
No glory, no hope. Nothing.
Stand up, Halfdan. I'm taking you back to Jorvik. Up, my lord. You're a king. You're not allowed to sulk. Men bled and died to sit you on that throne. So go, sit.
My brother, Ivar. Did he die well?
He died fighting.
You slew my brother and never said a word. You kept this from me.
It was no secret. Appa knew. Did he not...
Leave me.
I will not. I've come to see you safely home. Now get up.
I mislaid my hammer. I think Beonton ran off with it, but I'm not well, Eivor.
I'll find your hammer. And then you'll come with me.
I was on my way to Scarborough. If you find my hammer, bring it to me there.
The lighthouse. Halfdan awaits. This hammer is not meant to be thrown, Halfdan. Remember that next time.
My father, Ragnar, he gifted this to me. Took it off a Finnish chief. Still warm with blood when he handed it to me. I had 14 winters.
Ragnar Lothbrok was a great king.
A Finnish arrow killed my mother. A shield maiden she was. As fierce as a wolf swallowing the sun. My father swore to kill the men who took her from us. And he did. 14 against 1. But that was years ago in the east. And this is the west, where my father lies dead. A pile of bones in a pit of snakes.
And here we are, still telling stories of his life and deeds.
How did my brother die?
Ivar murdered an innocent man, a good man. He earned the death I gave him.
If the codes of honor demanded his death, you did what had to be done. Beonton, my boy! Come here, boy!
A dog always forgives, but he needs you home. All of Northumbria does.
Do a last thing for me. Light the beacon for all to see, and let it burn.
I have the plant you asked for. It took some effort.
Good, good. Thank you, Eivor. Here you are. And be careful. This brew will feel as cold as ice on your lips, yet will burn like a fire in your belly.
Jotunheimer. I've not set foot in this realm in some time. I must find the witch Angreboda. She knows all that happens here.
Oh, fuck! Oh!
Aldrei annar fiskur mun það vera á skjótt.
Come drink with us, stranger. Be welcome, Messieurs. Our father's hall is a hit.
I remember there was a cauldron here once, brought by Thor from Hemia's hall.
A cauldron a mile deep. A mile of mead. I miss that cauldron.
Father bet the cauldron on a foolish wager with Suchinger and lost. But we still have the ale from our brewery.
Where is Agir now?
He's gone to Utgarth. He sent a cauldron to Sutgungar, but it never got there, so he's gone to find out what's what. Oh, but enough of that. You are a visitor to our great land, and we know its secrets. Ask of us your questions.
I want to know the unknown. Where should I look?
There is a broken tower near Utgarth that was once a place of great magic. Perhaps there is still some to be found there.
To magic! May we never be without it.
Skull!
Let us tell you more of our homeland.
What animals will I find in the wild?
I have heard tell of a great bear of stone and ice that lives by a frozen lake.
Enough talk! Time for a drink!
Skull!
Let us tell you more of our homeland.
Spin me a tale of tragedy.
Once, Thor dashed the great serpent Jormungandr against our shores. Many ships wrecked, many Jotnar drowned.
Seek a lonely tree of the shore and walk beneath it. You'll see. Now let us drink to the fallen.
Skull!
You don't look well. Is our ale taking a toll on you?
Tastes like a boar shed in my mouth. Where am I? I should find out what I did while ale-addled. My mind is blank. These woods whisper with Yutnat and magic. Not everything is as it's... These woods whisper with Yutnat and magic. Not everything is as it seems. Angrabula's home was right here when I last visited. It may still be. Illusions. But any obstacle can be overcome if looked at the right way. The witch's house. There you are.
Midgard is no crucible for your experiments. No, indeed. It is as a great barn, swollen with vermin, bulging at the gables. You underestimate the humans. You always did. When the end comes, they will outlive us. They are mindless ravagers who will destroy us and inherit the Nine Realms. I cannot allow that. They are capable of more than you know, and I will not help you bring about their ruin. Then you are a fool. Please, enter. Do not trouble to knock or announce yourself.
Angrabula, I have traveled far to find you.
And you are brave to darken my door alone. Where is my lover, the dark fox that slinks between my sheets?
Loki has stayed in Asgard to help rebuild the damage from a recent attack.
How generous. And entirely unlike him. You used to be much better at lying.
I am not Loki's keeper. I've come to understand Jotnar magic, your method for moving Hugr from one body to another.
The mead. You seek the mead.
Hirokin! You have long outstayed your welcome.
Then I will take my leave. But remember what I said, Angrboda. You will see things my way in time.
Who was your visitor?
She's powerful and cruel, and none of your concern.
The mead she spoke of. Where can I find it?
A slip of the tongue. Forget what you heard.
Do not play games with me, witch. You would sell any truth for the right price.
If one had the means to pay it. There is a root called Hag's Claw. It grows at the bottom of a waterfall to the south, at the forest's edge. Bring me 3 roots from the place where the red moss thrives. Then we will speak of the mead.
I will hold you to it. The waterfall should be nearby, but I see no sign of it. If I look about, I may yet find a way to see the unseen. savage, but full of mouths. That will be enough for anger, Borda. I should find my way out. The reek from this root turns my stomach. I have done as you asked. Now, where's my wisdom?
Give it a moment to brew. There. An elixir to ready your spirit.
How will this bring me the mead?
It will open your mind to the secrets of the world. While we wait, let us speak of Asgard. How fared your defenses after the last attack?
We have been weakened by treachery. Without time to rebuild, we may not withstand another attack. Wait, I did not mean to say that. I feel strange.
Hexclaw has a way of untying the tongue. Now, you have said you want the mead, but how badly? How much would you sacrifice to be freed of fate's shackles? Would you give your tongue, your hand, your sight?
I would. I would give all that, and more.
I would like to see that.
Loki, what trickery is this?
I have sapped your strength, Havi. And I will take your life if your answers displease me.
Did you think I would not come for you? After what you did to my son?
Our son. Fenrir. A name I think you have heard before.
Yes. In the final reckoning, the wolf Fenrir will be my doom.
Now you know. Now you can no longer deceive. Tell me, what will you do with him?
I want to kill him. But I cannot. I swore an oath to you, Loki, and I will not break it. I will not take his life. Fenrir will be imprisoned until the day of prophecy, when we will meet upon the field of battle, as we are fated to.
Then we will bind you until that day, as you mean to bind our son.
An eye for an eye.
I see she let you live. You must have done something right. Let me help you down from there.
No! No! Wait! 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 No! Ah! You could have let me down gently.
That would presume I cared for your comfort.
Then why release me at all?
For the same reason you are in Jotunheim. You seek the mead, and I can help you get it.
I assume there is a price.
I want a small sample for myself. The rest is yours. Fair?
Do I have a choice?
Of course you do not. The mead is kept by Suttungr and his daughter Gunnlóðr in the vault at their home in Utgardr. The vault is opened only on occasion of a great feast, when Suttungr shares the bounty of his cellar.
And it would be a poor host who did not throw a feast for a distinguished visitor. Say, the High One of Asgard.
You are not as ox-witted as I feared.
Why do you want the mead?
My motives are not your business, as yours are not mine. All you need to do is get it.
I must bring a mighty gift to Suttungr, if I am to earn my welcome.
That idiot drunkard Agir recently lost his cauldron to Suttungr in a wager, but it disappeared on the way to Utgardr.
Suttungr would be grateful indeed if I returned that cauldron to him.
Seek the tree that wears the scars of the world's serpent scales. The cauldron would have passed by there. You might also bring a gift for Gunnlóðr. There are treasures that would flatter her in Thrimmer's house by the lake near Utgardr.
I will bear that in mind.
When you have the mead, join me at the Well of Mimir. There I will show you how to escape your doom at Ragnarok.
Should I search for the cauldron now? I head for Thrimmer's hall. Here's the tree Hurricane mentioned. Its bark cut deep by Jormungandr's sharp scales. I should look around for the missing cauldron. Steel and flesh met here, but Jotnar leave no corpses. They turn to earth when they die, back to the tilth they came from. The ditch was dark so the cart would break a wheel. This was an ambush. This cart bears the sign of Agid. Something huge was dragged this way. The trail of destruction leads towards that giant root. The mitten of the great Jotun Skrimir dropped here long ago. Maybe the thieves took their burden inside. Soft moss all around. Hard to imagine this place once fitted a hand. The missing cauldron. But how did they get it into this cave? That was not there before. Hard to know what is real in this realm of illusion.
cauldron. I hear sent forth to steal it from him.
This cave's home to these Yatna. They must have fallen far to live in such cheerless squalor. It seems his sons have been hiding here, awaiting their chance to take it back. Too big to carry. But things are not always as they seem in Jotunheim. The cauldron has grown smaller. I'm getting the measure of these illusions. This cauldron should be enough to win Suttungur's favor. I could go to Utgarda now, but a gift for Gunnlaugur would improve my chances at getting the mead. Cold enough to freeze the breath in your body. Loki often tells the tale of how Thrymia stole Thor's hammer. It seems his account of Thor's rage was no exaggeration. Thor's bridal circlet. This would be a gift worthy of Gunnlaugur's attention.
You are small to my eyes, stranger.
Small in stature, but great in deed. I am the one they call Havi, the High One of Asgard. And I come bearing a great gift.
Your name is known to me, but what could mighty Suttungur want that a little thing like you could provide?
Your great cauldron, stolen by Hymir's sons. Let this offering be a beginning to the end of our hostilities. Such a small thing, yet so much deeper than it seems. Appearances can be deceiving, can they not?
Well spoken, Harvey. Our people may be enemies, but you have earned your welcome here. Thralls, an honored guest has come. Prepare a feast.
I hope also to meet your daughter Gunnlaugur. I have heard much of her skill in the mystical arts.
She will be toiling at her work, as ever. But be forewarned, she shuns the company of others.
I could summon her to the feast if you like. We might discuss matters of alchemy on the way.
That would please me. You will find her in her grotto, up the path, within the circle of stones. Have a care, though. You are safe in my presence, but you wander Utgard at your peril.
I will be discreet.
And Harvey, be kind. Gunnlaugur is different from you and I.
The way inside is revealed. Unlotha? What is this place?
Some time ago, we made powerful magic here. We sought to see all futures. But every road led to Ragnarok. Father does not visit here anymore. He sees no profit in it. But I am not yet ready to give up. You are Esir.
I am.
I have seen images of the future, heard the voices of those who will come after us.
Voices from in there?
Yes, I leave them words. Little packets of possibility, waiting for unknown ears, many ages hence.
What do these future voices say?
They seek the wisdom of the past. They speak of things to come. But even they cannot turn the tide of Ragnarok.
There is to be a feast in my honor. Your father sent me to fetch you.
No, not yet. Listen. I want you to hear the voices. Are you there, Prophet? Can you hear me? Perhaps another day. Another thread. Come. We must not keep Father waiting.
Who are you?
Winter's knife cuts deep, and sky pearls fall thick in this land.
It is cold out here.
How can that surprise you?
I haven't been outside in... I don't know how long.
You are devoted to your work.
Not my work, my responsibility. My people ignore the disaster bearing down on them. Someone must do something. We have long searched for a solution, until the burden of it has bent my mind. I do not think as clearly as I once did.
I've heard there's one method still untested.
There is, but to activate it would mean defiling our well of knowledge, from which all of Midgard drinks. There is no telling the change it would wreak on humankind. It would bring chaos at the least, and I do not wish to hurt them.
Even if it means the death of all Jotnar?
We will find another way. We must. This land is quite beautiful. I had all but forgotten. The vault, wherein our greatest discoveries are kept. Such things would do great harm in the hands of evil people. No stone walls will defend us when Ragnarok comes. All we have built here will be swept away. For so long we made magics there in that tower. Enchantment has seeped into its very walls. The wind and snow have gnawed that tower to the bone. Soon, we will knock it down.
Harvey! Your feast is prepared. I hope it pleases you.
You are generous and hospitable indeed, great Suttungr. None can say otherwise.
And see, your gift stands in pride of place, brimming with freshly fermented mead. Enough for 100 Jotnar and more.
This is an unexpected honor. You have filled it already with mead from your vault, then?
No need. It has filled itself. Such is the magic of the cauldron.
Impressive. But what if it should run out of mead?
Do you hear this? Harvey fears he will drink us dry. My cauldron is deep, but my vault is deeper. Do not worry about my stores of mead. I have plenty to go around.
Father, you know revelry does not suit me. Must I attend this feast? I have work to do.
Your work can wait, my daughter. Take a moment. Enjoy yourself.
Father, we have very little time.
Enjoy yourself. I insist. Harvey, the guests are uneasy. They see an Aesir, but they do not know you. Will you address them?
I'm ready.
Now, we will hear from our honored guest. The Lord of the Aesir has come in peace and brought us a mighty gift. Attend.
I am Harvey, deft of tongue and quick of wit, here to spin you a tale.
Your stories are wasted on them. They respect deeds, not hollow talk.
Great Yutna, I stand here in awe of your might and majesty.
They do not respect weakness. Show some backbone.
I could go on, but who wants to hear words when there's meat and meat to be had?
You know your audience well, it seems.
Now we will drink deep and eat heartily.
Let the feast begin!
I need to empty that cauldron, and Tutunka will open his vault.
You can measure a warrior by the notches on his blade.
You see musicians. Where's the music? Somber souls will only sip at their drinking horns. Conjure us a tune to raise their spirits.
We are keen, but my harp has been stolen. We cannot play without it.
Who would steal a songbringer's instrument?
There was a group of children playing round us earlier, with mischief in their eyes.
I will get your harp back, and then you will play. Thralls. Humans kept in bondage, bred to serve. Such is the fate of the lowly.
No guests in the kitchen! Out!
They are calling for challengers to face their champion. A fight would help them drain their cups. Is there any sweeter music than the clash of drinking horns? Gunlola looks glum, and she has not touched a drop of mead. Maybe I can raise her spirits. You're not drinking, Gunlola?
I do not care for it. Drink is the heron that steals away one's memory.
Some would say it frees the spirit of worry.
We call those people drunks.
I see your wit is as sharp as your intelligence.
Wit? I was simply stating a truth.
Let us play a game. Ask me some riddles. I will see if I can guess them.
I enjoy a good riddle. How did you know?
All great minds enjoy riddles. You fashion order from disorder, sense from nonsense.
You have me at that. Very well, I will play.
Give me an easy one to begin.
Would that I had now what I had yesterday. Find out what that was. Mankind it mars, speech it hinders, yet speech it will inspire.
It is ale, of course.
A child could have solved that one. Would you like another?
All right, I'm ready.
Who is that shrill one who rides a hard road and has fared that way before? He kisses hard who has two mouths and goes only on gold.
I think I will need to hear that again.
Who is that shrill one who rides a hard road and has fared that way before? He kisses hard who has two mouths and goes only on gold.
It is a hammer.
Well done. I hope that wasn't just a guess. One more.
I feel good about this one.
Be prepared. This is the hardest yet. White-haired women, servants too, bore ale tub to the larder. No hand turned it, nor hammer beat it. But there, outside the islands, the upright one who made it.
One more time.
White-haired women, servants too, bore ale tub to the larder. No hand turned it, nor hammer beat it. But there, outside the islands, the upright one who made it.
Old age is the answer.
Old age? I think age is slowing your brain. The answer is swans and eggs.
Well, now the game is over. Have I raised your spirits at all?
I feel a little better. You are kind to attend to me, Javi. Most have given up trying.
What can I do to get them to drink faster?
To me! I want to go! Get your grubby paws off my hop! My turn! My turn! Not you too! You...
That harp does not belong to you, little thief. You should give it back.
What are you gonna do? Fight me for it?
Why don't you give me a real challenge?
All right. You want this harp? Go dive from that knee. Climb as high as you can, though. I want a big splash.
Watch and learn.
Not you too! You'll break the strings with your sausage fingers! Bet they won't do it! How many broken bones, you think? 50 at least. Maybe 100.
There. Now give back the harp, so the musicians may play.
Umia's hairy balls! That was amazing! You must be half raven!
Who taught you such language?
Mother? Why?
The guests are not drinking fast enough. Perhaps I can speed things along. The cauldron is empty. I should tell Sutunga. Great Sutungar, your guests thirst for mead, yet the cauldron is dry.
All gone? I never would have thought it possible. Gunrother?
Father?
Open the vault. Instruct the thralls to bring more mead for my guests.
Do they really need more, Father? Several are unconscious already.
Do as I ask, daughter. Give them all they can drink.
As you wish. I will open the vault.
None will say that Sutunga is less than generous.
None will be capable.
Javi, I heard a noise and... What are you doing here?
I wanted to speak with you away from the others. I brought you something. A gift.
For me? Thank you, but why?
Fate, Gunlotha. We are helpless to escape it. And we were fated to be here now, together.
You and I. How? It makes no sense.
The Nordnir spin their patterns, and we can only surrender. We are entwined, spun together. There's perfect sense in that.
Your words, your gift, your eyes when you look upon me. You bewilder me, Javi. I do not understand you.
Listen and attend. I will show you all you need to know. The mead. By this strange magic might the Aesir evade our doom. Hyrkin has promised answers at the Well of Mimir.
Harvey!
There! See? The robber caught red-handed.
Betrayer! Deceiver! I treated you as an honored guest, and this is how you repay me?
I saw you at the feast, Loki. Small wonder you disguised yourself after all you have done.
Someone needed to warn my people of the treachery in your heart. Suttungr, show this Aesir how the Jotnar deal with thieves.
Come, embrace your death!
You're not going anywhere, Harvey.
You would gamble with uncountable lives!
I should take cover.
What have you done with my daughter? I have lived too long to suffer one such as you. Your bones will splinter beneath my boots. You would gamble with uncountable lives!
Be thankful it was me who took your mead and not Loki. What I do for the safety of the Aesir and Vanir.
You will change countless fates, Harvey, but not your own!
We will see. Hiddegan said to find her at Mimir's well. I will deal with this venomous trickster another day. roots of the world tree Yggdrasil feed from the well of Mimir. I sorely underestimated the heft of your balls, Oathbreaker. You dare show your face!
Oathbreaker, I did to you what you did to my son. This is only fair.
And Suttungr? What of him?
Don't blame me for your own lack of character. You stole the mead.
For the safety of my people, Loki. For Aesir, for Vanir, for all of Asgard.
But not for Jotnar. Not for me.
You let the Jotnar into Asgard. So many dead, all so you could smuggle in your son.
He was not safe here. They knew what he was and knew what he would become. Just as you do.
I swore to you I would not harm him. That is the truth.
That is the truth now. But how it will gnaw at you, knowing that to kill my son will undo your doom. Release him, Harvey! Release Fenrir, or I swear, I will kill you, here and now.
You are out of favors, trickster, and you are welcome to try.
Why wait till Ragnarok when you can die now?
No quarter this time, Loki! You have gone too far! Let's see if you fight as well as you lie! Curse you, Loki! We were like brothers once!
When my son is loosed from his bondage, he will ravage all of Asgard!
Curse you, Loki! We were like brothers once!
Why?
Are you finished?
Curse you, Harvey!
Your own distrust has undone you. Now go, and do not show your face again.
I cannot be other than who I am. All this was fated. All this will happen again.
But you will not be here to see it.
Do not be so sure of that. The game is not over. The game is never over!
Gone to who knows what mischief. But I will not see him again soon.
Bring the meat as soon as you can. The probabilities lead us here. The calculations give us hope.
Speaking with someone?
Do you have the mead?
I do. Must I drink it now?
Not yet. For once you drink, your Hugur will take flight and be ever fixed. Drink only when the hour of your death approaches.
Then why are we here?
When Ragnarok has come and gone, this place will remain. Remain and remember.
Wise Mimir, keeper of the well, give me your counsel.
You who seek immortality may find it within these waters. But there is a price.
As always.
The mead is not magic alone. It requires the sacred waters of Mimir's well to ferment into its final state.
Before you take these waters, you must infuse them with the blood of the Ashen. To remember you, it must know you. Surrender a part of yourself to the waters that nourish the World Tree. Only then will you have that which you desire.
Gunlor the wand of chaos and change. I would know the cost.
Asir blood will infuse this water, and the poor humans of Midgard will be forever altered. What happens then? None can say.
This is what the others feared. But then they always cared overmuch for vermin.
And if I make this sacrifice, what then?
While death and ruin rage all around, the World Tree will keep you. Your body will die, but your Hugur will live on here. In time, you will be born anew, into a new world birthed from the ashes of the old.
Do you vouch for this strangeness?
I must believe it, for there is one I love dearly who depends upon it.
And there is no other way.
None.
It seems I have no choice.
You never did.
How much would you sacrifice to be freed of fate's shackles? Would you give your tongue, your hand, your sight?
I would give all that and more.
It is done.
The sacrifice has been made. Whosoever drinks of the mead, the World Tree will remember them.
And you? What is your sacrifice?
My liberty. Suttungr and Gunlothr will not forgive this trespass. They will hunt me now to the edges of the Nine Worlds.
What are they to you?
We ruled together for a time, a noble triad, as father, mother, and the sacred voice. 6 times we tried to blunt the fangs of Ragnarok, and 6 times we failed. The mead was our 7th. But they feared how it might change the humans for the worse, so they locked it away and banished me from Utgardr. By your efforts, you have returned to me what is mine. The ashes of my husband. He made his own sacrifice for knowledge. With a few changes to this mead, I may undo old sorrows.
Do as you will. I've had my fill of this cursed realm.
Bright mind, heart's ease. Beloved, I will not fail you again.
My work here is done. Now to Asgard, to save my people.
Come, settle your mind and tell me what you have seen.
Strange things, Valka. I'm learning much and seeing more than my mind can understand.
Go on.
In Jotunheim, I sought and found a mead of incredible power. It promised me a strange effect. To drink it would deliver me from death, shield me from the destruction of Ragnarok. By this mead, I hope to live beyond my own death, well into the future.
Fascinating. Was that your final vision?
They have not ended, not yet. Something compels me to return to Asgard.
The elixir is ready when you are.
The Nornir told me you'd be here. The cord is forged. Gleipnir, I call it. I'll wager there's a good story behind that wound.
A tale for another time. Thank you for this.
When you bind the beast, spare no loose ends. The cord will stretch or shrink to fit your needs.
How tightly will it hold? The beast may resist.
The more you tighten the cord, the stronger it will hold and the greater it will hurt. Till the beast is rooted to the ground.
Thank you, Ivaldi. You may go.
Back to my forge?
Yes, until your debt to me is paid in full. It was the dwarves who made the world a trading post.
At least we trade in goods, not people, slave master. I'll be glad to be back on the ground, away from these angry skies.
Harvey, you're a balm to my eyes. What happened to yours?
A sacrifice for something greater. Is the wolf nearby?
Yes, but he's grown. I have kept him company, but he's consumed by a sadness I cannot understand.
Regrettable, but necessary. I knew from the start this wolf brought ill tidings.
From the start it was a kind creature. But our mistrust and cruelty have robbed the poor wolf of its sweetness and life.
Would it be a kindness to kill it, then?
We are past the time for such mercy. This wolf has power now that would test our strengths combined. I fear he is possessed of a power that renders him ever-living.
Then we will offer him a different fate. This cord is unbreakable. You must convince him to wear it. It will act as a leash, whose magic will signal that he is safely secured. An assurance to the Aesir who fear him. A beacon, that is all. No harm will befall the poor Fenrir.
Fenrir, yes. You know the creature's name. Did Loki tell you?
He did. It is a fine name.
Yes. Dweller of the Fens. An apt name for his current fate. Fenrir! A good word has come!
Leave me.
I wish you well, Great Wolf. But a fear still hangs over Asgard. The Aesir worry about your growing size and strength.
Do they now? And what do they have to be afraid of? Old friend.
Harvey brings a collar fashioned by the dwarves. A beacon. That we may track from a distance to know where you roam. Wear this, and you may live and thrive in Asgard, without worry.
I smell something sour.
Wear the collar! or return to Jotunheimer. There's no third way.
Son of Loki, have I not treated you with kindness? We are bonded, you and I. And as I trust my king, so you may trust me. Open your mouth. As a pledge of faith, you may take my hand if I am untrue.
Fair.
Be swift, Harvey.
Burns!
Harvey?
Lies!
Unbind him! Harvey!
Here you stay, Fen Dweller!
Here you die. Deceiver! Then comes the second great sorrow, when the Harvey goes to fight for Wolf.
How do you know these things? I could not strike the killing blow. All my oaths remain unbroken.
Anyone lesser would have succumbed to his hatred.
If I could have done this any other way.
There was no other way, Harvey. Our fates are fixed.
Fate, I know. You made a great sacrifice on my behalf.
It was not for you.
Do not think your kindness has made you a new friend, Lord of Imbeciles. I will kill you, all of you, gorging on Aesir flesh.
You may strike the final blow, son of Loki, but I will savor my years of freedom before we meet again. Come, old friend. The healing hands of Freya can help you. Have you come to say what I fear?
Not to say.
But to show.
A vision of the times to come.
None living or dead now equal our heavy in arrogance. To believe that you could remake your fate thus.
For all your efforts, for all your struggles, the threads of fate still bind you as tightly as ever.
And yet, from this pattern, a single strand escapes the fray and stubbornly clings to the weave. Esir, Vanir, your doom will come. The earth will shake, the sun will die. Jötnar will stalk your streets as fire rains upon your heads. And the great wolf Fenrir will feast upon your blood. But you have found a way to live beyond this terror.
Let it flow.
To cheat your death.
From the life tree we go, to the life tree we shall one day return.
Mind and spirit will surge to a time far beyond your own. To a time in which you shall be reborn.
None may follow. Loki least of all. It is done. Time to face our end. This was not my day to die.
Eivor, you have awakened. With more to share, I hope.
I returned to Asgard.
And what did you see?
I bound the wolf Fenrir, Loki's son, with an unbreakable cord. The beast was enraged by my actions. We fought and I prevailed, but I could not kill the beast.
You visit lore and legend. Things I would never have imagined to be real. Parables, yet here you live them as memories.
Every moment there was as tactile and as vital as you and I seated in this hut.
This is wonderful. Was there more?
There was a betrayal. I betrayed my friend Tyr. I stood by as the great wolf mauled him, tearing his arm off at the joint. I could have said something to prevent it, given him a warning. But I did nothing.
How did it feel?
I was unmoved by his pain. Not hateful, but I did not regret my indifference. A swig of poison that drinks like wine.
Selfishness unmeasured often feels this way. What else did you see?
I witnessed a final vision from the Nornir. The coming of Ragnarok. All was fire and ash. A chaos like a foul wind from the depths of Ginnungagap. But we were ready for the coming storm. 8 of us. We drank the mead, then stood and marched to our doom. And that was the end of the Nornir's prophecy.
How curious. Was there more?
I can make sense of no more.
I see. The thrust of these visions seem clear to me. As in your first reverie, a fear of betrayal hangs upon you. Odin has seen fit to gift you with his infinite knowledge, and the treasure of his experience. Perhaps his tale is a warning. The indifference he felt is a great pity. See that you do not follow this same road. To do so would risk a loneliness, a personal exile, worse than death.
I understand. Or I hope I do. Thank you, Valka.